Hey everyone!
Today, we're going to take an incredible journey to the edge of space with Felix Baumgartner, the man who redefined human limits. On October 14, 2012, Felix jumped from a staggering 39 kilometers above Earth, breaking the sound barrier in Freefall. This was not just a stunt, it was a combination of science, extreme courage, and cutting-edge technology. In this video, we'll explore everything: his preparation, the technical challenges, the jump itself, and why this moment will be remembered forever. Felix Baumgartner, born in Austria, was already a seasoned skydiver and base jumper before the Red Bull Stratos project. He had completed thousands of jumps from airplanes, towers, and cliffs. But this jump would push him far beyond anything he had ever attempted. The Red Bull Stratos team envisioned a mission that would provide valuable data for space travel while also pushing the limits of human endurance. Felix wasn't just taking a leap, he was stepping into history. The Red Bull Stratos mission was years in the making. A dedicated team of scientists, engineers, medical experts, and safety specialists worked tirelessly. They designed a pressurized capsule, tested spacesuits, and planned every detail of the ascent and jump. Felix trained intensively for months, simulating the conditions of near space. The suit had to maintain oxygen levels, pressure, and body temperature in an environment with almost no air. Every aspect of the jump, from suit integrity to parachute deployment, had to be foolproof. Even a small mistake could be catastrophic. On jump day, Felix entered a pressurized capsule attached to a giant helium balloon. The ascent lasted nearly 2 hours. As the capsule climbed, the air became thinner. Temperatures dropped to extreme lows, and the Earth's curvature became visible. Felix monitored his suit's instruments carefully while the team on the ground tracked every heartbeat, oxygen level, and environmental condition. This was not just a physical challenge, but a mental one. Maintaining focus and calm at the edge of space is no small feat. Finally, after reaching the edge of space, Felix stepped out of the capsule. The world watched live. At first, he floated for a few seconds in near weightlessness, before gravity began to pull him faster and faster. Within seconds, he reached supersonic speed, over 1,300 kilometers per hour, becoming the first human to break the sound barrier in freefall. The initial moments were extremely dangerous. A phenomenon called flat spin could easily spin a human body uncontrollably. Felix trained for this extensively, using wind tunnels and simulations, and managed to regain control with incredible precision. The Stratos jump was not just about courage, it was a technological marvel. The suit had multiple layers of insulation and pressure control. Communication systems had to work flawlessly in near vacuum. Sensors monitored everything from oxygen supply to body temperature.
The capsule itself had to ascend safely through turbulent layers of the stratosphere.
And the balloon had to maintain stability at extreme altitudes. Every step was a careful balance of science and human skill. The jump wasn't just a technical achievement.
It was an emotional spectacle.
Felix described the experience
As surreal. And looking down at the
Earth while falling at supersonic speed, feeling both vulnerability and exhilaration. Millions around the world watched live, experiencing a mix of awe, fear, and excitement. The images of Felix spinning, stabilizing, and finally deploying his parachute captured the human spirit pushing beyond known limits. After almost 4 minutes of freefall, Felix deployed his parachute. The descent slowed dramatically, allowing him to glide gently to the landing site in New Mexico. The mission team celebrated. Years of preparation had culminated in a perfect landing. Records broken included highest freefall, first supersonic freefall, and most data collected from a high-altitude jump. It was not just a thrill, it was a milestone for science, extreme sports, and human determination. Felix's jump provided invaluable data. Engineers and NASA studied his freefall to improve safety systems for
astronauts and high-altitude pilots.
the behavior of the body at supersonic speeds, the effects of low pressure, and oxygen management were all meticulously recorded. Beyond data, the jump inspired countless people to challenge limits safely, combining preparation, knowledge, and courage. Felix Baumgartner's jump remains a symbol of human courage and the pursuit of the impossible. It shows that with training, teamwork, and meticulous planning, we can push beyond boundaries once thought unreachable. From extreme sports enthusiasts to aerospace engineers, the jump continues to inspire. It reminds us that progress
often comes when we dare to leap
literally and metaphorically.
into the unknown.
So next time you watch someone challenge their limits, remember Felix Baumgartner, the man who leapt from the edge of space, broke the sound barrier, and showed the world what humans are truly capable of. This jump wasn't just a record, it was a story of courage, preparation, and the relentless human spirit. Think about it. Millions of people around the globe watched live.
Hearts racing, wondering if he would make it. And he did.
It reminds us that fear is natural, but with focus, training, and determination, the impossible becomes possible. Felix's jump also proves that innovation isn't just about technology, it's about human creativity, teamwork, and daring to dream. Every engineer, scientist, and support team member contributed to this historic moment, showing that no achievement is ever truly individual. It's a collective effort.
And perhaps the most powerful lesson, we often limit ourselves by what we think is possible. Felix literally leapt beyond the limits of our planet and shattered barriers that seemed insurmountable. That's why this jump continues to inspire athletes, scientists, and dreamers alike, because it's proof that boundaries exist to be pushed. So whether you're reaching for personal goals, training for a challenge, or simply seeking inspiration, remember the Red Bull Stratos jump. Remember the courage it takes to leave the familiar behind and step into the unknown. Felix Baumgartner's leap is more than history. It's a call to action, a reminder that we are capable of more than we ever imagined. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most extraordinary human achievements, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more content like this, and comment below what personal or extreme leap challenge inspires you to push your own limits. And beyond the physics, beyond the speed, and beyond the record books, Felix's jump reminds us of the human story behind every extreme achievement. He faced isolation, the silence of the stratosphere, and the coldest temperatures imaginable. Imagine being alone, 39 kilometers above Earth, staring into the blackness of space, with only the thin material of a suit keeping you alive. That is not just bravery, it is courage in its purest form. His journey also teaches us about preparation and resilience. Years of training, countless simulations, and mental conditioning were required. Every heartbeat, every calculation, and every small decision mattered. Felix's leap shows us that success is never accidental. It is crafted with dedication, teamwork, and focus. And think about the symbolism. A man leaving the comfort of the known, jumping into the void, and returning safely to tell the story. It is a metaphor for life itself. Every time we take a risk, step out of our comfort zone, or challenge the limits of what we believe is possible, we are doing our own version of Felix's jump. If you feel inspired by this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. And tell us in the comments, what impossible leap would you take if you could? The world is waiting, and will you take your leap? So next time you watch someone challenge their limits, remember Felix Baumgartner, the man who leapt from the edge of space, broke the sound barrier, and proved what humans are capable of. Like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments what extreme feat inspires you the most. Thanks for watching.